Okay, sorry, it took a moment because I was setting the new mic and I didn't know why I didn't hear it on recording. But I was testing the new mic with recording. Needed to restart the PC, so it took a moment to... But now it should be fine. Now it should be fine. I need just to test... I need to test the sound myself on this thing. Okay, testing the sound, testing the sound. I wonder how it sounds because I need to still set the levels properly, you know. I think the levels are fine. Actually, I set the mic a bit lower so I wouldn't keep screaming into it. Maybe it could be a little louder though. La 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 la. La. This is the loudest. La. I was setting it to -10, but now it's -5. Is it really too loud or not? Okay, set it back to 10, so it wouldn't go into red. But it was fine on -5 too. Kitty, what do you want? Meow meow. So we have new mic and everything should be fine now. The settings are as previously we were setting them up. Kitty, sit down. Can you please sit down? I wonder if I will have to buy a new chair too, because I have a feeling that it's the back is going a little bit too far away. I don't know if it didn't break inside the chair in a place that I can't actually see. Because I was accustomed to, you know, chairs breaking on those metal components under. If you were too active on the chair, like I am rocking a lot, so it's always a problem to buy a proper chair. But if it broke inside the chair, in the place where you are not actually supposed to do anything when you're putting the chair together, then I don't know if I can actually fix that. Can you please sit down?
Insufficient power output.
And can you please not click on the new keyboard? That would be great. Insufficient power output, you say? Me playing with how many banks I was using was really a bad idea. Kitty, where are those little paws going? Hmm? Now you won't be touching the keyboard. I have a keyboard at the bottom, and the kitty is touching it with her paws, and that's not good. Because that keyboard is sharing the control over the stuff in the game with me, with my laptop keyboard. I would rather not have a random cat input while I'm running somewhere or fighting. I wanted to do story quests. I don't remember the exact way in which this is done. Okay, Yvonne and Gilberta are at the same. I can do either one. I didn't meet Gilberta, actually. She's now on the banner, because it's like a rerun banner for the first characters. Kitty. That's... This is okay? Position? To keep lying down? I turned her around like a baby, and now she's lying on her back with her back paws in the sky. She seems to be content in this position. Is it a really good position to keep lying down? Zetka! What is this position? Lie down. Zetka. How is the mic now? Do you like it? I bought a new one.
Something's off. The results don't match the expected model.
Oh, it is an upgrade. It's an audible upgrade. Zetka. I hear that joke. I hear that joke. That joke was very that. Very joke. I mean, I also changed some filters on one of the previous streams. Like, people from Lizzie came and they helped kind of set up different filters for the mic. So it also was an upgrade before, but now it's like a mic that doesn't, well... Co mnie bijesz? Nie mogę się nawet kocem przykryć w tym domu? I was hit by the cat because I made a grave mistake of of covering myself with the blanket. What? What, you little monster? She doesn't know if she hates me or likes me. She's attacking me, but not in the way I am used to her usual aggression stuff. It's not really that aggressive. More like play. Like, she's annoyed, but not truly scared. And mean. Is that lady floating in the sky? Yandere kitty. Very yandere of this kitty. Like, she is like, when she has like her aggression attacks, one of the things she doesn't like is me covering myself with a blanket because she knows that I am trying to hide away and she considers me prey when she's attacking me. But now she is still hitting me for covering myself with her paws, but she's not doing it in aggressive enough way to actually scare me. Like, she is behaving fairly calm in comparison to her usual aggressive attack. She didn't have one in a pretty long time. She's a bit annoyed because now, day after day, we were receiving packages. So she didn't like the new keyboard that I bought. It's too clicky for her. She was like very displeased. And now today another 2 boxes came and she was also displeased. But she was not scared enough to, you know, start chasing me around the house and trapping me in rooms. So I say it's an improvement. Gilberta, you look busy. Do we know each other?
Ah, Administrator.
What are you doing? What are you looking at?
It's nothing. I'm waiting for you, Endman, and just zoning out while I'm at it.
So what are you doing in Valley 4?
Delivering. The valley has plenty of packages to send, but only a few messengers are around. That's why I'm here to help.
Okay. Okay. She lied down on me.
After all, I'm a messenger.
Okay. We don't know each other though. And these packages?
These packages need to go to the hub base. I've got quite a few more to deliver. People here have been through a terrible incident, and I want to give them some encouragement.
Okay, so that's why you called me here.
Oh, everyone's feeling a little low after the incident. I figured your presence would brighten everyone's mood. So I looked through my contacts, wondering whether I should ask you to come or not. I just didn't want to be a bother.
Okay.
Maybe just this once. You could help me out, Endrin? Pretty please?
Oh, yay. So, how is the day, Vuzetka? Are you at work today or something? Okay, how can I help you?
Oh, there are just a few packages left and the sun is about to set. I'm thinking we make the last deliveries together?
No problemo. We are playing the delivery man.
This package needs to reach the canteen. The recipient should be one of the staff there. It's almost mealtime, so we need to hurry.
Ah, yeah, you said something that you were sick and that people at work were evil because they brought the bacteria with them and viruses.
If you're ready, Endman, we can set off anytime.
Oh, there's a timer. I'm making dinner for me and Janek. Obiadek!
The UWST canteen staff kindly made some meals for me. As for the taste, picky isn't really on the menu in times like this. Everyone's doing their best to bring the good old days back.
I sound like a horse.
Oh,
Going to work
this
is
our
bad
order
for
station
your health.
Thank you, Miss Messenger. Just in time.
Wow, we're delivering food to a horse lady. That's actually funny because I just said that I sound like a horse. Like I was running and there were like those sounds of running, yeah? And it sounded a bit as if I was a horse, not a human. Yeah, going to work is bad for your health. I actually have night shifts this week, but not today yet. Tomorrow. But only for 3 days. So I'm fine. I wouldn't mind it if I had the entire week too, but I already had like weekend shifts, so they had to give me 2 days free after. And at night, nothing should happen. Hopefully. Meow. I bought Kitty a new medicine for her teeth. Like plaque off. So the plaque wouldn't be, so much plaque on her teeth. But and it says that it could fix animal breath. But my kitty just meowed into my face and it's still horrible. I don't know when it will start working. Because she's only getting it for like a few days. I don't know how long she needs to get it to so her breath wouldn't be killing people.
The underground water pipes have been contaminated by the blight. We don't even have safe food and water anymore. The crew will have to make do with field rations.
Oh, that's rough. But you're doing an incredible job.
Now, with these condiments, field rations will taste far better. Thank you so much for helping us. And that goes double for you, Endmin. If you weren't here, the disaster might have never ended.
description reads Precision Machine Parts. I think this goes to the core AIC area. I've delivered plenty of things like this. We need to make sure it arrives without a single dent or scratch. Otherwise, the recipients will get really upset and loud. Fingers crossed for no hiccups.
Yeah, fingers crossed for no hiccups.
Tell me when you're ready, Endman, and then we'll set off. Endman, have you been back there since the crisis? The
No.
area was really devastated by the disaster. I wonder if things got better.
The air is dry, and the skies look good. I shall rest well tonight.
It says avoid combat. Core AAC area.
Oh, Endman, is this a special day? You're personally delivering a package for me. And hello there, Miss Messenger. I hope the parts are still in good working order.
Don't worry, the package is in pristine condition.
How is it
Our
going?
partnership with the UWST is going well. Getting clean water is our primary concern right now.
Yeah, the canteen lady also said that the drinking water has been polluted.
Not just drinking water, we're also really low on industrial water. Our current solution is to use centrifuges for simple purification and pollutant removal. And thank goodness my order for the special parts has arrived. If we stay on schedule, our large facilities should be able to start working tomorrow.
Oh my, your job sounds really tough.
Never mind me. The Endman's here, so everyone knows things will work out. Oh, I gotta dash to a job. We'll catch up on the good old times later.
How many packages are we supposed to deliver? With Gilberta. Did I click to teleport? Anyway, for life, Zetka, poor life.
Final package. Description reads medication. I think this one is meant for the medical bay. Sounds like a lot of vials and bottles. We must be gentle with this one.
I am very gentle.
If you're ready, Endman, we can set off anytime. Everyone in the medical bay is kind-hearted. The They have to handle way too many patients. There aren't enough beds, and people are running out of ideas. Seeing children in the medical bay also makes me really sad. None of them should suffer like this.
So you can't even jump during those. I wanted to shorten my road, but no.
Is this the medication we've been asking for? Thank goodness it's finally arrived.
Miguel!
We have so many injured and our medical supplies are running low. I can't imagine what things would be like if we didn't get restocked. You two are true lifesavers. Oh, and Gilberta, while you were away, little Carly refused to get her injections again.
Again, but I told her she'd get a prize if she took her medication properly. All right, Carly. Miss Gilberta is back.
Little Carly must have bounced back. She's been running all over the place. She was just here and now she's gone again. Carly loves playing hide and seek. Gilberta, would you mind playing along and finding her for us?
No problem. There's some liquid here. Smells like Carly's favorite orange juice. She probably spilled her drink. Let's try scanning the place, Endman. Found you, Carly. I win.
I don't want needles. I want to play with cameras.
Aww. Baby.
Cameras? So, you weren't just running away from the needles because you were scared?
The security guard gave me his old camera. He also told me I'll become a great photographer.
Great photographers never miss their injections. I'm the ghost punisher of children who refuse injection.
But I can't even take a proper photo. What photo should I take? I don't know. My rock photos look ugly. My rich Neum slug photos look ugly. The long ears kept jumping around, and all my photos ended up super blurry.
Maybe try snapping things you like, Carly. It'll be fun.
Is there anything you like, Carly?
What do I like? I like you, Miss Gilberta.
Oh, I like you as well, Carly.
Carly, won't you take a photo of Miss Gilberta?
Oh, I want to do that. But all my photos look ugly. I want to be in the same photo as Miss Gilberta. That'd be super good.
Once we take the photo, you'll be super brave and get your injection. Okay?
Aww.
Okay, photo first, then we'll head back for the injection.
So, Endman, can I ask you for a little favor?
Sure. You think I would reject the plight of a child to have a photo? Sure thing.
Look at the camera. Say cheese. Cheese!
Wow, this is such a pretty photo. Edmund, please teach me how to make the photos look pretty like this.
You gotta work on the focus and white balance. You got to have steady hands. I don't know how I did it. I just pressed the button.
Carly, if you want pretty photos, why not snap things you like? And I know you like orange juice, Dozy the plush, and visiting the Gramps and Grannies at the worker dorms. We can go around and look for things you like, Carly. Photography's our way of recording beautiful things into snapshots of precious memories.
Beautiful things. I know what I want to take a photo of. I'm gonna get my injection, and I'll take photos of my friends being brave.
You're just as brave as your friends, Carly.
Thank you, Miss Gilberta. And you too, Endman.
More photos, Gilberta?
Not really. No. What I meant was, I really like photos, but I was just thinking about what I said to Carly. I told her to find things she likes. But I'm in a heap of a mess myself. I can't even figure out what to write.
Aww.
And I never found the courage.
Aww. What's that you're holding?
Oh, nothing. It's just a letter. Let's just talk about something else, Endman. Why don't we look around and see if anyone needs help?
Edmund, we got a situation. Remember our water purifier project?
Mr. Andre, you've already mentioned this before.
Yeah. Guess I was getting a little too desperate, and I forgot all about it. Anyway, Supervisor Perlick had just replied. She reviewed our asset register. It should be somewhere right outside the Ether test site. Honestly, the place where it's registered seems rather odd. The crewmates of the power plateau should have retreated to the worker dorms already. Can I ask you to check the worker dorms and figure out what happened?
What a coincidence. We're right in the worker dorms. We'll ask around right away.
Wonderful. Now the thing I need is the filter of that water purifier. I checked the asset register. An Endfield scientist named Rope is in charge of the purifier unit. He was overseeing the project, but then he had an accident. The asset register indicates the item is lost. I'd like to get an update on the filter. Edmund, could you please visit Rope for me?
Leave it to us.
Sauce? Did someone sabotage our water supply? Or try to?
Something's off. The results don't match the expected
Maisie. Maisie.
He seems to be in great pain. I hope there's something we can do for him.
Me too. How long has he been out?
About a week. We rescued him just outside the Ether test site.
Was he carrying anything with him?
A few personal belongings, ID cards, gloves, and that sort of stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Got it.
Min, maybe we should leave for a while.
Why? What's going on? You didn't look very happy back there.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't really helped those who are suffering.
Aww. How come? None of this is your fault.
Endman, if only I were stronger. Or faster. I could have arrived at the valley sooner.
Aww. She's the self-blaming type. Stop blaming yourself. You did more than what's expected of you.
Okay, Endman. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna look for the filter.
Sure. That was what I was supposed to do anyway.
You gotta let me do something. I can't just sit around feeling bad and helpless all day. No. That still sounds sad and depressed.
Wait, what did I click? Nothing.
Alright. I'm doing this because I want to help everyone.
Yay! That's the motivation. Oh, Uzetka! Uzetka! Listen, yesterday I won the pink girl from the gacha. My one and only beautiful Epanesha. It was actually pretty funny because I lost 50-50 at the first pool. So I got the guaranteed after that. So I pulled once on the banner and lost 50-50 immediately. And then around like 35 or 45 pulls later, I got the 5-star I wanted on guarantee. Always better to lose early, but I never lost on the first pull, to be honest. Like, it almost doesn't count as losing. Last time I lost on the first pull was when I was pulling for a weapon in Genshin Impact. I was trying to get Arlecchino's weapon and I got the weapon, but also got lost 50-50 in the meantime. So I got 2 5-star weapons. One, the weapon I wanted, and one lost 50-50 weapon 5-star. Of course it's nice. Now I only have to... I leveled her up yesterday. And now I only need to find the good relics and she's as good to go. Also, I saw today that there was an announcement of a new character, or more like... You know how gacha, especially Hoyo, sometimes gives you like the alternative version of character that already exists and is playable in the game? Like the new version, like they did with Danhang, that has like 2 different playable versions. Like Danhang is a 4-star on a regular unit, but he has 2 versions that are 5 stars, and one of them was on a banner, and one was for free for everyone. So, he has like 3 versions in the game right now. So they did the same for one of the characters from Astral Express called Himeko, and I am really happy. Because everyone was afraid that Himeko is going to die, and nobody wanted to, think about this because we already suffered Himeko dying in the Honkai Impact Burn. And that was a very tragic scene, and I am still not good. I am still not recovered from witnessing that, you know? And now she got like an alternative version of herself in the Honkai Impact in Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, like the regular unit was a 5-star. But now she got another 5-star unit as a new version. The funny part is that her element or her path didn't actually change.
This one won't go down easily.
Like, she was one of the first units that were in Honkai Star Rail at the launch of the game, and she was Erudition Fire. And the new version of her is also Erudition Fire, which is kind of hilarious that they didn't change anything, actually. They only changed probably, like, the animations and what are her abilities and stuff, but the path and the elements stayed the same. So I was like kind of laughing because Honkai Star Rail has this thing called Nova Flare, what they use to buff older characters, you know. So you can activate Nova Flare buffs if you want or not for the older units, and they can become how people say it, meta relevant again, you know. So they will be useful in battle again, and people will start using them more. But for Himeko, it kind of looks like her Nova Flare is the entire new character instead of a regular buff to the old version. I was also laughing at it because her new version is called Himeko Nova, and I was like, yeah, why give Himeko Nova Flare when you can, you know, create an entirely new avatar, new unit, and just call it Nova?
It's the administrator and Miss Gilberta.
Hey, this guy has a funny accent.
Hold on, you're going in. For one thing, the site is still quite dangerous. Our rescue teams can hardly carry out their work in there.
But I have to go in and find a piece of very important machinery.
If you insist. But do you really have to go in there?
It's alright, I am going in with her.
Yeah, well, since the admin said so. Fine, I'll grant you passage. But as part of our safety precautions, do not stay in there for more than 60 minutes, even if you fail to find your thing. Nothing personal, just trying to keep you safe.
Okay. Much appreciated.
Endman, my analyzer can detect residual blight extracts in the filter. This will give us an approximate location of the device. Andre gave me the analyzer before I left for this search.
Now, what are you doing on your sick leave? Are you sick enough to, like, not wanting to do anything and lying in bed? Or you're not sick enough and you can, like, kinda use this time to do stuff you actually like doing?
The analyzer has identified several potential locations. I'm sending you the data. I think we should look around this place first. Use the scanner. We should find something. This entire place is now a ruin. It's so upsetting. Careful. There's blight everywhere.
Storm awakens! Hey!
The blight no longer threatens the Endfield of today.
You dig around and find a note hidden in a bottle. Damaged log 1. Day 5. The filtration unit's design flaw is worse than I feared. At least I alone was exposed to the contents. Already my mind slows like rusted clockwork. I must keep something from touching it. These battered lab tools will suffice. Just need to patch the bridge.
What is this? Did someone leave this behind?
You dig around and find a knot hidden in a bottle. Another one. And another one. Damage log 2. Day 19. I can no longer gauge my own deterioration. The blight steals time itself. Phantoms flicker at the edge of vision. Sometimes something, sometimes a shadow that might have been me. They dissolve at my touch. My memories bleed away like sieve-held water. I rewrote the safe's code. A fail-safe against forgetting. Remember the duty. Remember him.
The name part has been blacked out.
Another bottle! Damaged log 3. Day 173. What was I meant to do? Ah, yes. The filtration unit's flaw. But why? The reason slips through my fingers. These pages speak of experiments. Someone named something. The schematics seem corrected now. Then what? What remains?
Whoever left this here seems like a lost soul.
No shit.
It's here.
The ether and its impact.
The rift really affected the environment. Look at the floating rocks. No one knows when they'll start falling back to the ground. The UWST can only seal this place off for now.
The rift has left a terrible scar.
We can only pray that time can heal these wounds. Oh, Endman. The blight seems to get worse the deeper we go. There might be enemies active nearby. We'd better be careful. It's getting pretty late. Let's find this thing quickly.
Right, I will go for a drink because I already drank my entire glass. And we'll start this when I come back.
My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go on! I have to see this!
What? I thought he would disagree. Granddad says that the puppies can find food for themselves, but I'm worried. Could you help me go to the city gate and feed my puppy? Gotcha. Yay, pets. What should I feed it? Granddad usually prepared the doggy food, but it's fall, I think. Then could you help me get the
You give, you receive.
I want a date. Come here. Come here. Yeah, now. Come here. Come, 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 come. Come, come, come. Come.
I must leave no stone unturned.
No. What table is?
my god. Okay. Oh, we have... You have a baby! Okay.
Dinner's gonna burn.
I am playing good, chat. That was fun. Yeah. That's my tribute to cat. I will make a clip from this. I swear. I have no.
Incoming.
Whatever you need, ask.
Kislana, I only need you. Kislana, whatever I need? We'll talk about this later. Which one should I choose? Oh, no!
I have a long list of demands. Galactic powers to topple, enemies to destroy.
That's a good start. But I did have a few other ideas in mind.
I'm sure you do.
I love it.
Ready to face the rest of the galaxy?
This is so nice. This is very gay. I am under the impression that there is nothing straight in those games. Those made by Hoyoverse. I told you yesterday that GGZ called also Hokai Gakuen. Now she got resetted again. She is not running. Thank you for the raid. Just the music was in really bad mode. Hey, where's my chat? Give me back my chat. Hello? Bossy Honeybin Conch. Jesus Christ. This is so scary. Some wish shader cat. It looks just like Kafka. To me. Do you like Noah? What? No! Not! Ugh! I can't believe you would. Dad! She's angry now. I mean, jeez! Why would you? Ugh! Gross! Our wall has been broken, yeah. Hello, Lumine. Your name is Mari in this world. She sees into your soul, yeah. She's staring straight in my soul! I feel scared.
Reina is just good, in short, amazing amount of hydro damage and big buff with a heal if you need it. Yeah, I hear that her elemental skill that summons those little critters, the free ones, that it deals so much damage that it outwages a lot of ultimate attacks of any other characters. I guess she got overpowered once, though still. Stop staring like this, I will ship it even more. Stop, I like ships that start at odds. It's such a drama. I love the drama. Dehya is so not impressed. Me too. Dunya knows that if she was here, she would be like, God damn it, man. Get it together.
Kitty really doesn't like me today. She saw me sit on my chair and move my blanket, and she already runs into the room and looks at me from behind my bed and stares at me like, how are you dare to even move the blanket? I was looking for an imbus, and she didn't like that.
Here's a spark of arts to save the day. Messengers always deliver.
Wait, she can do that?
Nothing can stop a messenger.
You can do that? Is that part of your abilities?
Look out,
That's
over
cheat
there.
code. That's cheating.
You can't escape gravity. Take him out. Yeah.
You can't escape gravity.
Together, people. Engage. More enemies might be hiding nearby. Endman, we gotta keep going.
Okay, I guess. Okay, how are we supposed to get up there?
I thought of a clever solution along the way. All right, Endman, close your eyes.
Why do I have to close my eyes? Is it unsafe? Me?
No peeking. I'm giving you a surprise.
Okay. We can fly! We can fly! Wait.
You're feeling much lighter, right? Let's hop on, or they'll really catch up with us.
Wait. We're not flying. We're just like on the moon.
Endman, ever tried living in low gravity? Takes getting used to, right?
Wow, I saw a beautiful sight when I was
For a
jumping.
courageous messenger, nothing's ever too heavy.
Oi oi. Oi oi. This low gravity is faulty.
Just imagine yourself as a kite and feel the ephemeral link between your body and the land. And that is the trick of flying.
Okay, if you say so.
Endman, over here. Is this a UWST safe? Perhaps the filter we're looking for is right inside.
This ability is so convenient.
Wherever I look, I see nothing but these horrifying wounds. This land has been torn apart. People have lost their loved ones, their friends, and even their dreams. Their hearts, too, have been torn into pieces.
I know.
This world has always been so delicate and fragile. It's like a fine, downy feather, and also like a polluted orb of glass.
Gilberta?
I'm alright, Endman. I was just thinking, if we fail to value what we have, those sweet moments might slip right through our fingers.
I am back from Obiadek, so I was talking to you, but you weren't here.
Endman, I want to...
It was edible. Why does it sound like a diss?
Oh no! These rocks are coming loose. Endman, the ether anomaly is shifting. This place is getting dangerous. We should leave quickly.
You didn't announce that you're eating. You just said that you were making the dinner, so I thought it's still time. There is still time.
Let's go.
In my house, making dinner takes from 30 minutes to 1 hour even. I was asking, what are you doing during your sick leave? Like, are you sick enough to not want to do anything, or you're not sick enough to, you know,
Over here.
not be able to do stuff that you actually like doing? You can fix this.
I was looking all over the place for you. The manager told
Ah.
me you went into the place for a salvaging run. I was so worried.
Why I'm not surprised? I should have predicted this response.
What? It seems you actually found the thing. I didn't expect anyone to salvage anything from that place. You Enfielders make me more impressed with every passing day.
Well, that's why I exist, I guess. Oh, you really flatter us.
Of course. Looking at the bright side of things, I really hope our partnership with Enfield continues well into the future. But on the other hand, it won't be long before you simply outpace the UWST and leave us in the dust.
The safe is locked.
Oh, it should be locked according to our SOP. The UWST allows its scientists to lock and protect key data in emergency situations. But I'm seeing plenty of scratch marks on the safe, so I believe it's been left behind for quite a while.
So, what about the password?
The passwords are definitely safe with the crew in charge of protecting the assets.
What a nice way to say it's not the expertise of my team. We need to pass it to another team.
Oh, but I think Rope is still unconscious.
Yeah. That kind of complicates things. If we can't get the password, we can try cracking the safe physically. But that might damage the instruments inside. Looking at the bright side of things, UWST products are known for quality. Our safes dominate the market of Talos too, because they are utterly indestructible.
But on the other hand...
Yeah. Well, this means we should get the password to open the safe properly. Alright. Andre, my man. I'll let you hold on to our safe for now.
Alright, my Syndicate's friend. I'll keep it safe.
Syndicate.
Endman, why don't we head back to the medical bay? We might work something out.
I got meat. Look, I got meat from pummeling some men. Are we eating people in this game? What's this? Ah.
New industrial technology is now available. 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 New industrial technology is now available.
Oh, I got the sword. Reach exploration level 5 in progress. Okay, we got a new mission. Here. Bouge, 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 bouge. Bougetta. Bougetta. Bougetta, bougetta. 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 You became my Steam now. Bougetta. Yes, Bougetta. Bougetta, yes. Boule, Bougetka. Boule, 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 Bougetka.
I think he's trying to say something. Maybe we should get closer to hear him better.
My cat is behind me. You weren't here, but I went outside for a moment to, get more drink. And I also were looking for an imbus because I need to look into my chair. But I couldn't find the imbus, but I made a bit of a clutter sounds. Then, of course, the kitty was very not cool with me making any sounds that she doesn't like. So she was like staring at me. She let me get into my room back, but when I sat on my chair and tried to cover myself with a blanket, she ran into the room and looks at me from behind my bed, suspiciously staring at me as if I committed a grave sin. Whenever I see her running into a room in which I am, I immediately stop doing the thing that I was doing. Because I assume that this thing that I am doing right now is the cause of the random jump that I will suffer. So better to stop it before I get the new holes in my leg.
Maisie. Is he saying Maisie?
He's been unconscious for a few days, but he never stopped mumbling this word. We're thinking that Macy might be a person's name.
Maybe we should ask someone outside. It might be a pet's name as well.
Of course. We're also handing out supplies today. Most of the Syndicate's crew should be nearby. Endman, let's go try our luck and see if we can find someone who knows rope.
What is this job even? I am the CEO. Why I am running around asking people for stuff? Carly.
Maisie? Is that Uncle Rope's good friend?
Okay. You asked me question when I was asking you question.
Maisie? No idea. I'm a little busy right now. Why don't you ask around over there?
Rude. I am your CEO.
I don't remember seeing someone named Maisie. Maybe it's a pet's name? But Rope never kept pets either. He was assigned to Valley 4 last year, and we don't know him very well. The young man really keeps to himself.
Look, I can see from here how nice tail this character has. Like, the scales are shiny. I am not sure though if it's not a bit too tall on her body, but I feel like the tailbone is somewhere around here, actually. So maybe it's in the correct place. Also, I noticed that characters that have dark hair, like black hair, have that little green tint to the hair. Like in regular drawings, that black hair would have a dark blue tint, but in this game they have dark green tint instead.
Oh, he seems pretty close to a girl who works outside, though. That's the only time we ever saw him running around outside. Usually, Rope locks himself inside his workshop.
Oh, finally something useful.
But she seemed to leave the valley after a while. Perhaps she's the Maisie you're looking for.
Thanks.
And then he got hit by the disaster. Oh, fate really has a way of dealing her cards. I can't help you much, but we've got a pile of books and documents salvaged from the underground lab. Rope is a hard-working egghead. Go through his stuff. You might find something.
A type of water purifier and how it works. Classification. Disclosed is a device using a water purification method, specifically a blight material filter membrane and an upstream raw water storage container, are used by the filtration device. Background. Currently available medium to small continuous flow filtration system of the prior art used in large scale employ a form of stabilized carbon and a hermetic filter membrane. However, the systems of the prior art have the following issue. Low concentrations of blight matter often remain in the space between the stabilized carbon and the hermetic filter membrane and cause disruptions to water flow through this device. To solve said issues of the prior art, the application provides a filter device using a small blight matter separator valve. Said small blight matter separator valve creates a passage for a fluid to flow from the space between the stabilized carbon and the hermetic filter membrane to outside the purification system. I didn't understand a shit from what I just read.
Maisie, in the appendix of this document.
Maybe that's the password, or maybe some shortcut for something. Anagram, maybe?
Rope as a girl? I've never seen Rope talking or hanging out with anyone.
Why I'm not surprised that old man's first sentence is Rope has a girl.
Wait. Well, since you're helping out Rope, I happen to have his comm device right here. See if you can use it.
Comm device? That's actually a very personal belonging.
Hey, I'm not some weird old man. I was part of the Syndicate's security. Everyone who enters the factory area has to deposit their comm devices at the gatehouse. Gotta protect our secrets, you know. And it's an easy job for old semi-retired boys like me. Rope dropped this comm device in the wilderness and someone picked it up. The young lad didn't want to take it back and told me I could keep it. I held it here since I have a feeling he might change his mind eventually. Try your luck over there. That pile has plenty of lost items and comm devices that people have yet to claim.
Alrighty. Let's see if we can find any useful information.
Rob's memo. 10:23. We have submitted the patent application. Meeting at Park 2 next month. Guess I won't be seeing her for a while again. 10:24. The readings today don't look right. There goes my weekend. I'll just put up with this for a while longer. 10:28. I left the lab really late in the night. Hardly saw any stars today. I suddenly began to doubt if the beautiful life would ever come true for me. I spent countless days and nights slogging in the lab. I'm working myself to the bone. Thank goodness our milestone meeting is coming up. Keep it up. 11:03. I had a meeting at Park 2 today and didn't seek her out. But when I passed by that familiar place, she was still there, waiting for me. What's that word again for describing that speechless feeling you get when seeing something moving? She just stood in the distance beneath the light and smiled as she gazed at me. Once the project is over, I will tell her everything that needs to be said. She said she will wait for me. You know what? Remember how in the romance novels it's usually like super romantic when a guy says, I saw her in the moonlight and she smiled in my direction and I fell in love at first sight. But when you think about this, that sounds really creepy and very, very low maintenance. Like it has this kind of vibe. I am a man and I will fall in love at the slightest opportunity. You can do nothing to stop me. No matter what you do, you can even do nothing. I will fall in love somehow anyway. That sounds really sad for men to be so easy. She smiled on me and I fell in love. Or she laughed at my joke and I fell in love. Like, Can't you have like higher standards, please? Love at first sight is a scam. The concept of it. I know, right? I actually kinda wrote about this a bit. When I was writing my master thesis, I had like a part in it that was talking about myth of romantic love. And part of this myth was love at first sight. At first sight is physical attraction and heavy obsessive thinking. Well, for most people, probably, like, imagine you're asexual. That would completely remove the physical attraction part. Only the obsessive thinking would be probably still there, but in different kind of context, without the physical thing. Most of the time. Once the project is over, I will tell her everything that needs to be said. She said she will wait for me. 12:25, I heard. 12:31, it's been a while already, but I still couldn't force myself to accept this. When will this blighted winter end? I'm really... 2:26. The Valley 4 our reassignment letter arrived. Everything at this blighted place cuts like razor and hurts like hell. I just want to leave this place and start a new life. Funny thing is, Maisie was the reason why they chose me. It feels as though she's the one who got me sent away. Well, maybe because you were creepy or something. Or maybe she wanted you to succeed.
We found out quite a bit. Endman, found any leads?
Maisie is probably the name of his patent. Wait, what?
Well, no matter how we look at this, Maisie definitely means something important to him. In any case, we should try opening the safe.
What are the odds that the password to the safe is Maisie? What if the guy was so in love with that woman Maisie that he named his prototype after her and also puts her name as a password for this thing?
Oh, yeah. I suddenly remember Rope being a well-known workaholic.
Lol.
Try using Maisie. That's the name of his patent application.
No, not working.
Try adding his name, Rob. You enter the password.
Woohoo! It worked!
Wow! The password was her name and his name together.
Naming a patent after a close friend or lover isn't unusual. The UWST is known for respecting the personal choices of every crew member.
Is that so? I'm still thinking about the diary entries. But hey, at least the safe is finally open. Oh, there's something else besides the filter in the safe. It's a letter. Maisie is the recipient's name. I think it has something to do with Rope. I'll deliver it to him once he comes around.
I was low-key scared that she's going to read it.
Ah, Enmin and Gilberta, you're really here. Rob just came out of his coma. I heard that you're with Andre, so I came rushing here to tell you the good news.
Wow, very convenient.
Really? Then let's head to the medical bay right now.
I can deliver the letter right away. NPC standing in my way. Go, go, away. I am running.
Those traces. She was the one who left them. I thought she was caught up in something dangerous. Left Valley 4 a long time ago.
Mr. Rope, is Maisie the name of a loved one?
You know what's super romantic and deserving of glorification? The astronaut who named an undiscovered part of the moon, an unusually bright area on its surface, after his recently deceased wife. This is fucking romantic. Yeah, true. That's something I can stand behind. It's like you loved someone so much that you wanted the world to remember them too. It's low-key the same thing like building the entire pyramid dedicated to your loved one, or putting a statue out in their liking, or opening a foundation or a museum in their name and something, you know? So people would remember that this person existed. But the motivation is different, yeah? Because you can do all of those things even for people that you are not romantically involved in, like with. But if you are, then it has completely different meaning. You want to make sure that the person you loved will be part of this world and that other people will know of them. Even if they don't know the context, they will know of the name and of the person, most likely.
No. Maisie's not from the valley. But she showed up one day with an incomplete machine. It's a filter device containing blighted materials. She called it Maisie. Everyone thought it was a funny name, but I got really interested in the machine. The device was built on ideas that matched mine. And that was the most important period of my life. It was the first time I met someone who agreed with my approach. We would spend all day studying together.
It's cute, but at the same time, this reminds me about this funny romantic trope where the love interest man is like, she was the first woman that made me interested in anything, or she was the first person that made me see light, or the first person that made me see color in the world around me, or the first person who ever behaved like that towards me, and that was intriguing, you know? It really does have this vibe. I have no life. So this was the first thing that was different. And this captivated me. So in this kind of scenario, it kind of looks like they became science friends or something.
We spent all our waking hours on the project. I didn't even ask her name. I thought those days would last forever.
Wow, that's so relatable. You know how you meet someone and you have such nice talk with them? I sometimes meet people in the buses like that. And you forget to even introduce yourself, let alone to ask them for their name, because you had such a nice conversation that you kind of slipped your mind. Yikes vibe. It's more like those male love interests in romance seem like really sad people. Though the most annoying type is no woman ever behaved like that towards me. Like imagine, like I was reading recently a manhwa in which the guy had questionable reputation. Yeah, he was known for being cruel and not caring about anyone, but every woman in the empire was kind of into him, so he was like interested when the heroine of the story wasn't really interested in him and actually treated him like a nuisance. So he was like, wait, this is the first time a woman ever treated me like that. What's going on? And he got interested in her, started helping her out, and somehow fell in love, but he's too dense to realize that he is in love yet. Everyone around him knows. He just keeps denying it and making excuses that, no, I am just using her. She's just a useful tool, like for my plans or something. No, you're just dumb. She can fix me vibes. No, in this specific situation, there is no fixing. He is going to have his revenge, and she is going to help him have his revenge. This is like the ręka rękę myje kind of situation. I don't know how to say it in English so it makes sense. Hand is washing hand would be the translation. In the most recent chapter, the guy kind of fumbled so badly. Like, he wanted her to start taking care of herself in a way that he wanted her to stop obsessing over the fact that everyone neglected her, and that she should stop treating her father as a person who is evil, and she shouldn't trust him, because her feelings were justified, because he should have done more to realize that she was abused by her mother's family. He wasn't living with her. He was trying to contact her, but he believed the mother that the kid didn't want to see him and he dropped the subject, you know? So she was resentful of him because he never tried harder to check if the mother was telling the truth. So her feelings were justified, but the male love interest was like, if you focus on not trusting your father who actually cares about you, you will later be unable to discern who actually is trying to hurt you and is playing nice from the people who actually care about you. And it will kinda stop you from achieving your goals. That was the argument that the male love interest made. And he fumbled when he was trying to convey this because he thought that if he uses the fact that she's indebted to him to kinda encourage her to start trusting her father, it will kinda push her in the right direction. But the moment he used the idea like of the depth between them, she immediately reverted back to the moment they met. Basically, she became immediately cold towards him, and he had like this face, like he didn't expect this reaction. Meanwhile, everyone reading the comics were like, this is expectable reaction, you dumbass. So he fumbled royally. Now, at first she became cold, but then there was like entire panel in which she was like thinking that actually this is the situation that she would prefer, because if they have the type of relationship when they are using each other, then at least she knows what they're standing on, you know? So she kind of accepted it afterwards, but her demeanor right after he said it was like super cold. But in the end, it looks like she would prefer this type of relationship over what they were growing into, like the romance part, you know? But I feel like in the next chapters, they will resolve this misunderstanding somehow. But to resolve this misunderstanding, they both have to realize that they actually like each other, because at this moment, both of them are in denial and finding excuses why they're not feeling any feelings towards each other. Like, he does that, she does that. They're rationalizing the behaviors in every way just not to assume romance. Venom Man, hey, how are you? Sorry, I was in the middle of explanation.
So, why?
We were almost done with the filter, but she suddenly took Maisie with her and left, without saying goodbye. My colleagues told me that she only cared about making the device work and getting it patented.
Uh-huh. Science betrayal.
I don't believe it. I refuse to think she left for that.
Wow, he has faith in a woman whose name he doesn't even know.
Something else must have happened. I wrote plenty of letters and left them where we used to research and work on the project, but I never received any reply.
The letter. Is this what you're talking about? We found it in the safe.
This is it! I put down Maisie as the recipient's name because I don't know what her actual name is. But this means she's... But this also means that she saw my letter. So why did...
The place where we found the safe has been really torn up. We saw huge slabs of rock floating in the sky because of the ether.
I won't give up. If she did receive the letter, it would mean that... I'm just really worried about her. I'm going to find her. I've got to know why she left without telling me. Thank you for bringing the letter to me.
Endman, I just remembered something. I need to verify it.
She has a really short leather dress, doesn't she? And Min, still in the valley? Great. The water purifier is working. Care for a glass of clean water? Okay.
Wonder where Gilberta went. I guess I'll just look around the place.
We got the water contamination issue all figured out. Today's a lovely day.
The reconstruction of Valley 4 has made significant progress. Endfield has proved itself to be a most indispensable friend.
We couldn't have done it without the UWST crew.
Ah, Administrator. Without the filtering device you and the lady messenger found, we would be days behind schedule. Huh. Where did Miss Gilberta go? I was hoping to thank her in person.
Ant-Man, I think I found something. It's near the place where we found the safe.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, but the story in that comics I was reading was really interesting. I really liked the
Walking
comics.
upon the land, can we truly appreciate every breath and pulse of life? And this is what Endfield is fighting for.
It's worth taking a close look at how Oraline is collected.
Endman.
This looks almost like a date if it wasn't so sad. You look sad.
Remember when we came here and found the safe? I noticed a few things scattered nearby. So, I decided to come back and see if I could find anything else. And then I found this.
Take the documents from Gilberta.
It's the final diary entry, written by the owner of the filter device.
This diary entry was from...
Yeah. The diary we picked up was from the same person. She's the fellow researcher that Roke talked about. The last entry... she wrote it to say her goodbyes. Contact with blighted materials affected her mind. She knew early on that she was gradually losing her memories.
Oh, those notes that we found. So it was that woman.
She found the problem with the filter and became the first to be affected by it.
She left because she didn't want Rob to...
She didn't want him to be part of the mistake.
Oh.
And she chose to tackle the final issue on her own.
Oh. This is so tragic, Buzetka! Do you hear it? They were science buddies. And she noticed there was a flaw in the design they were making. And she was the first one to be affected by that flaw, and then she left so he wouldn't get infected too.
She carried the letter, made herself part of the safe's password, and wrote all those diary entries to help her remember. She suffered helplessness and loneliness on her own. She also didn't want to forget the one she held close to her heart.
Wow, so she did reciprocate whatever feelings they were having.
Perhaps one can eventually find their story by reading letters about the past. That's how the tales go.
And they were science mates. Yeah, true. Also, tragic heterosexual relationship.
But in the end, she chose to leave instead of seeking her past. I've never felt memory loss before, but the thought of it scares me at times. What did she feel or think about when she saw recordings of a past that seems foreign, yet actually belongs to her?
Oh, this is important sentence. Gilberta is one of the characters in this game that aren't actually from this planet, and they are also not born in a natural way. Gilberta is one of the characters that are born in a specific place already as adults, I think. Because that place is recreating the people that used to exist using the data stored in that place. But those new people that get recreated are not exactly the same people as the characters before. Like the data indicates. They are new people. So we already saw it in the Levantaine's story. Levantaine was suffering from memory loss just like her original, like the original version of her from Terra called Surtur. Both of them were suffering from memory loss, but both of them wanted to know who they were. So to Levantaine, it was also kinda annoying that at the same time that she's trying to know who she is, she's learning of someone who is a completely foreign person to her, meaning the Surtur, because that was a different person than her. So this sentence is supposed to convey that Gilberta is also afraid of discovering like past that belongs to her because she's like a reincarnation or a new version of a person that used to exist, but she is not that person at the same time. So she can like find records and even memories of that person, but they're not belonging to her because she is a completely new individual. This also touches on the subject we were talking about yesterday or last week about the ship of Theseus and how memories shape the person. But at the same time, there's like always this kind of barrier between you right now and the memories that used to belong to someone who used the same body as you, but died, for example. Like, there's always this invisible glass barrier between the other memories and your memories, because when you didn't live through those memories, they don't feel like they belong to you. They feel more like a movie, like a recording of a past that never existed, or an alternate reality that you didn't take part in. So that's why I was talking about the ship of Theseus, because it's also low-key applicable to memories still. The identity of a person may be the same, but the memories that shape them are different and may shape them into being a different person. And actually, Hoyoverse, that was making Finan and other characters, is really aware of this. So I assume that this may be something that Chinese games also have like in common, that talks about identity and how to say it, how memories, like losing memories is in some form a form of death, you know? So if you equate losing memories to metaphorical death, then receiving memories of someone who looked like you can also be understood in that way, that you are learning of a past of someone that isn't you, someone that died, but at the same time is you, because they used to be you before they died, metaphorically, you know? It's also very similar to how the concept of growing up works. Like, when I am looking at myself and my younger self, if I now came back into the past and met my younger self, it would be like we are two completely different people, because we had different experiences and different backgrounds. Like, we share some of our backgrounds, but because I lived longer than my past self, I have different understanding and different context now than I used to have. So I became a different person than my past self, you know? So it kinda, if I met my past self, it would be kinda bizarre, because they would be me, but they wouldn't be me at the same time, because they didn't go through the same things I did as the older version, you know? So they didn't redefine their life. They didn't understand the things I did, you know?
I'm afraid of the feeling called oblivion. When I see memories flying past me that feel familiar yet foreign at the same time, I cannot help but wonder if I've actually lost something.
That's really sad, but also true.
Whenever those memories well up within me, I feel as though I'm kept away by a dark, misty veil. Endman, can you tell me how it feels to lose your memories?
It feels cold and unfamiliar.
Is that so?
We're having very deep conversations.
But it's nothing to fear. Because I have you with me, Gilberta. And everyone as well.
Do those memories frighten you?
No. They never have. I like those memories. They may not be mine, but thinking about them makes me feel warm inside, like the sun itself. So, I really do like those memories. Not only that, I'm totally in love with the memories that I made on my own. The memories I made while traveling. The secrets I saw in my solo flights across the night skies. And those special moments I shared with you, Endman. I don't care which memories they are. I don't want to lose any of them. Ever. These are real, authentic memories that I made with the people I've met.
I will also treasure these memories.
Thank you, Endman. I don't feel confused anymore. I'll treat these memories like precious gifts,
No matter where they came from, all of them are now mine to treasure. Sometimes I feel everything in this world is just so ephemeral and delicate, like bubbles of water. All it takes is a simple slip to lose those beautiful moments. But that is also why I'll do my best to keep these important memories safe. People might not remember the faces of us messengers, but I'll do all that I can to remember every smile I see.
That's suddenly very existential. Well, this entire conversation was very existential. Like I said, Ship of Theseus came back. Fearing Oblivion, for example. Yeah. Like I said, I noticed that in some of the Chinese games, the mere act of forgetting is seen as a metaphorical death. Which is actually very true. Like, imagine people who suffer from certain illnesses that make them forget memories. They can start behaving in ways that you wouldn't expect when you knew them with all the memories they had. And they may become really unfamiliar because they're no longer that person that you remember. Because they lost certain memories and they can't act upon the world anymore with the same understanding as their version that had all of those memories, you know? I believe in two things. That there is always a part of a human that stays the same, no matter how many memories they accumulate or lose. But at the same time, that thing that stays the same gets redefined depending on the memories you have. So even if there are like stuff that stay the same, you as a person never stay the same. There are certain things that you always carry over into the future, even if you lose everything about yourself. But the context will be completely different for you in that state. Also, mental regressive illnesses are super scary in general, yes. Like I said, Levantine, another character like Gilberta, was actually suffering from losing memories. And she was desperately trying to find who she is by looking for memories of herself. She wanted to know who she was. And she was obsessed with it. Until she met Endmin, and during the journey with Endmin realized that actually it's not important. That what's important is the memories she makes, not what she used to be or who she was in her previous life or something, or even in this life. That living in the moment is more important than clutching onto the past, you know? That was what she learned.
Endman, do you still remember this?
That letter.
Now I know who to send this letter to.
Oh, Gilberta also went through some kind of journey with us. She admitted that she doesn't know how to write that letter before. Hey, what is happening? Hey, come back! Piece of paper.
It's just a letter. Why, Endman?
Well, it's important.
Something you treasure, right?
Lol. Gay. At the point, please. This is not heterosexual. This is also not heterosexual. Landing in the field of flowers.
So, Endman, if I failed to catch you, would you still be alright?
The funny thing is that the flowers they landed in look remarkably similar to the flowers called Forget-Me-Not. I don't know if those are the flowers on the map in the game, but they look very similar. Who knows? Well, thankfully you did.
I knew it. But I'm really happy. You spent all this time talking with me.
Gay.
Thanks a lot, Endman. You swept all my troubles away. This is your... Well, it's yours now, Endman.
Wait, what?
Although I couldn't figure out what to write, I've decided to give the letter to you.
Aww. But it's empty.
I carried this blank letter with me when I first arrived in Talus 2.
Oh.
I kept thinking about what it was. Why did it appear with me? What should I write on it? Who should I send it to?
So she was literally born with that piece of paper in her pocket.
I once thought the letter probably wanted me to write something very important on it, and send it to someone very important as well. And yes, there are so many stories, so many troubles, and so many feelings that I want to share with you, Endman. But I haven't figured out what exactly to write. Can I still keep it? Of course. I was hoping you'd take it. Perhaps a day will come when I sort out my feelings and know what to write. When that happens, I'll ask you for it and return a proper letter to you.
Aww. Look, a meaningless piece of paper became a token and a promise.
And that will be a letter from Gilberta the Messenger herself. Oh, by the way, don't you forget about me, Endman.
Gay, gay, gay,
But even
gay.
if you did forget, I'd just show up right in front of you. Then I'd say, I'm Messenger Gilberta. This is the first time we've met. And then we'd get to know each other. Once again.
Gay! wouldn't be gay if we were playing the male version, but it's gay now. Apparently, the version of Gilberta that existed on Terra was called Angelina, and also was working as a messenger. Let's see what Arknight's Wiki will say about Angelina.
Oops, you caught that? It's a habit I got from traveling solo. Did you like it? I'll sing another one just for you. Szydełko, szydełku. Looks like Angelina had a bit of a sad life. Everyone in original Arknight's game, or at least most of the characters you can play as in original Arknight's game, are the infected. The people who were infected with the disease called oripathy. And because they were infected with that disease, the entire society in Arknights was treating them as, at best, the second like category of a citizen, at worst as not even human. And there's like a file entry for Angelina on Terra that says, "The world is unfair. After she suffered her infection, Angelina quietly faded from her old life. She didn't linger or say her goodbyes. She just silently left her family, friends, and beloved hometown behind. Yet she had not resigned herself to the typical fate of an infected. Every night she ran, jumped, glided between buildings, practiced her arts, and smuggled goods from one place to another. As a courier, uninfected, or just a normal high schooler, Angelina works hard, no matter what the future may look like."
only by walking upon the land can we truly appreciate every breath and pulse of life. And this is what Endfield is fighting for.
Oh look, there are two rabbits. They're together. They're also watching, like we were watching with Gilberta. This place is gay. Gejowe królisie, yes. I have a feeling that a lot of games recently is dealing with the dilemmas of memories, identity, and
Follow
stuff.
me. I left a treasure mark here last time I was around. A much needed set of intel.
We usually bottle them to give light.
All operators accounted for. The team is
The team is ready!
Before the gates of oblivion, you bore witness to life's fight at death's threshold.
Seemingly politically safe topic, maybe. Well, Chinese games don't really shy away from political topics. But they always have to, you know, kind of have in mind that the censors won't like it. Especially recently with Japan. Like, because of the whole situation with Japan and China, Honkai Star Rail, for example, had to tone down their Japanese stuff. Plan Arcadia is still very clearly Japan, but they kind of toned down a lot of stuff. Like, I am actually kinda... I'm laughing at the people who are like, this game is not political. What are you even talking about? When the game is very clearly political.
Storms, it came.
Like, people who say Star Wars is not political. In what In what world are you living? In what delusional version of reality are we?
Incoming bad news!
Everyone. Now, you watch those fierce hearts gather as one, forging an answer called survival.
Meow meow. 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 My cat didn't like what I just did. I like screaming into the mic. Especially a new one. A professional one. But fairly cheap one too. Wasn't really that expensive. After reaching exploration level 5, deep dive mode will become available for some protocol spaces. Uh-huh, okay. Thanks, I guess. Jesus! What? It was too loud? Don't call Jesus! I got scared. That was the point, I guess? Reach exploration level 6 in progress. This game really wants me to level up quickly, doesn't it? Exploration level. You forgot about your exploration level. Please go to exploration level. Exploration level must be high. And later I will probably cry that every enemy is too strong or something. Is this a pato stream now? No. I was just screaming into the mic because I liked it. I am just this type of person. When I get an urge, I need to release it. Even if it means saying meaningless words. Like meow, meow, meow. I sometimes go around the house and suddenly do... Ah! Because I feel like the urge to do it. And I have to. My cat got scared. Ah!
Looks like that guy shut down any chance of negotiations. All variables within estimates.
Or sometimes I go around the house and am I like, meow, meow, meow. And my mom is like, what do you want? Or what is your problem? She's reacting to me like she's reacting to the cat. Because cat is also doing that a lot. Like going around the house and suddenly screaming her lungs.
The wind never stops. Neither.
Zetka, I'm just a cat. I have a right to just randomly scream in my house. My cat likes to scream at the door because she wants them open.
Atop these ruins, countless souls seek solace. But you mustn't stop.
Just because of you, I was so scared.
now, Seven. Annihilation.
Perfect. From the storms, it came. I shall sweep the rest.
I don't like this fucking frog.
Believe it. A path reaches forth with every step. Your journey shall continue.
Yay! My journey shall continue. Congratulations, you have received 100 messages today with Restream chat. I guess? Oh, I forgot that the chat is off. Because recently it was broken and I had to turn it off. But now it's fixed, I guess. Yeah. See, Vozitka, this is why I can't live with anyone. Because I will randomly go around the house and scream. I don't even want to think about what my neighbors in my new place will think about this house. They will think some crazy person is living there or something. Oh, there's another protocol space here. Why there's so many protocol spaces that I have to do? Was I neglecting leveling up the world? Protocol space here and protocol space there. Protocol space for you and for you and for you and for you. Hey, how am I supposed to go there? Ah. Okay, I thought this was deeper water. Level 60 recommended.
Ready for action.
Sure, why not?
In the struggle against oblivion, you've never been alone.
Thanks, disembodied voice, for your encouragement.
I'm not the gentle type.
Perfect yield. Now.
Target locked. Fire.
I shall sweep the rest. Futile struggle with perfect in this wind. Like a flash, it struck. Abysmal. I shall sweep the rest. I spot an opening. Blades unleashed.
Incoming. Bad.
You responded like lightning. I shall sweep. I spot an opening.
Sterilize this.
abysmal. 雷雨并作，化育万物。
No matter how far the journeys end, you'll keep going till paths cross once more.
I will keep going till the paths cross again. Thanks for your assessment or something, disembodied voice. Zetka's blurb on the screen is shadowing myself. You're walking behind me. You're watching my back. Blorbo. Blorbo, not blob. Blorbo, that's different. Apparently. Look, daily. Daily. Complete a crisis. Oh no, it wants me to fight a boss? What if I don't want to? Level 1.
The wind never stops.
This should be quick. That guy is not going to live long. He will live very short life. Kitty sleeping behind me, yeah? Kitty sleeping behind me. Oh, no. Little pretzel. Kitty.
The first step is always the hardest. A hush of thunder, a streak of rain. Incoming! Bad. Like a flash, it struck.
Commence L7, annihilation!
He annulled my ult, asshole.
I shall sweep the rest.
Verify and report personal status team.
Yay, exit. Blob. Blah, 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 blah. Pink blurber on the screen. You're now just below me. Budget card on the screen. Together now. Don't listen to me, I am weird. I am weird and there is no cure. There's no cure. No cure for insanity. Promote one operator to E4. Tune one weapon to T4. Complete crisis drills one time.
Endman, I added a new module to the Tianshi apparatus.
Advances progression selection crate, protocol space, crisis calamity. Aha. I still didn't have time to level up everyone to higher level than level 70.
Get in.
Wolf guard! Tail! 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 Wait, where is the... there was a feature. Tail! Fluffy tail! Hot boy. Of course he's a hot boy. He's a devil may cry. Wolf man. No. I am not wasting my headhunting attempt. Ember. Left bank. I just want to waste some headhunting attempt that I earned. There's only 30. What should I do next? I don't think like I can continue the stream though. I feel like I did everything I was supposed to do today. The only things left are like quests that are look like they will take a bit of time. Where is this quest actually? Ooh, it would probably unlock this entire area. Oh, okay. I see you. I get you. I didn't unlock the depot node. I will do it now before I forget about it. Because it's very likely that I will forget.
I sense danger.
I sense danger.
Engaging. Stay safe, team.
Let's show them what we got.
Look, enemies are now level 60 when I pass them. Before they were level 30. Because I neglected leveling up the world, I guess.
Engaging. Stay safe, team. I'll leave that side to you. Thunder. Roar! Terminate! Yield. Now sweep the rest.
Push forward!
I spot an opening! Like a flash, it struck. Perfect as this wind.
Truth be told, this wasn't a hard-won battle.
Yay! Here you are. Depot node unlocked. Upgrades. Hello? Upgrades. My scroll on the mouse is not working correctly. Ooh, I am now officially broke. Wait, no, I am not. I have still 1 million. 1 million is a lot. Still an upgrade? No, it's max. I feel like... Ah, there was this depot. Current level 3. I feel like this one was leveled up properly. Upgrade? Ooh! I don't have enough money. But I can possibly make enough money. Ooh, level up. Level 9. Level 10. Poo 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 poo.
This is max. Yay! Current mission. How many days left till this ends? 16 days. We're steadily making progress into level 60. Perform headhunting 40 times. I didn't know this was part of the weekly missions. That makes sense. Ah, I didn't want to rest. I wanted to submit those. And I need to do the same for Valley 4. Look, I got distracted. Again. Turn on and off switch on this mic? I don't know. I didn't read the instruction properly. It actually came today morning, and I was before the stream. I was busy opening it up. Okay. Ooh, I got more stamina. Okay. Okay. Me. So close the game now. We'll look for someone to raid. Arknights. Arknights. I wonder how sci-fi that game will go. Because I have like watched some videos, and the ideas how much sci-fi this game can go were pretty wild. Like imagine facing cosmic horrors. But that is actually what happened in Wuthering Waves. We were basically fighting a black hole recently with a fucking Gundam. I think I forgot yesterday to post a message that we were raiding Lizzie, didn't I? I forgot about that. I sometimes forget posting them. Will certainly become more gay. Of course it will. So many wives. So many wives and husbandos? Well, there could be more husbandos, not gonna lie. I need to find a game full of gacha husbandos that is easy to play
doesn't demand a lot in regards to earning currency in the game, and I will be happy then. Also, that has a lot of gay stuff, you know, gay men, but that can't be a Chinese game for a reason. It must be a game made in a country that doesn't have censorship on media. Oh, speaking about censorship in media, actually, our country isn't really that different from China. I feel like we still censor some stuff. In China, there's like a literal board of censorship or something. So some stuff imported from the West and other countries goes through that board. But the stuff made inside in mainland China, it doesn't always kind of go through that strict, rigorous censorship, but people still try to adhere so they couldn't be later hunted by the censors. But in our country, there is also stuff that gets censored. Though I was recently surprised that some TV show that my mother is watching had like the entire topic of gay people, and the characters didn't treat it as if it was something bad. I was like, in Poland? In this economy? Some form of censorship is needed. But we are not talking about that type of censorship. We're talking about gay censorship here. Also, who is going to decide what is censored and what is not? That's always the crux of the issue, because you can create a system that works well, but then people who don't have really nice views will take over that system and start twisting it for their twisted desires. And we would have a Hays Code again. Sadly, as much as we rely on systems, we also can't really trust them. Because you never know when some insane person gets ownership of that system and does anything they want with it. That's the problem. That's also the problem when it comes to fighting with pedophilia in media. Because sadly, a lot of stuff get lumped together with queer community, because the people who are trying to fight pedophilia don't really make distinctions between actual pedophiles and queer people. So always when they introduce some new ideas how to protect kids, they always hit the queer community because they don't care enough to educate themselves and to make that distinction, because they simply don't care. We would have to come up with some solution for this, actually. But I don't know if solution is reachable, because sadly people are corruptible. And we can't really trust AI, because AI is also not like a impartial judge. It's also biased. So everywhere is biased and there is no good solution. Can try, of course. We can, of course, always try. And I don't think that a lot of people who try to create those stuff actually care enough to do them justice or to do them right. Which is the problem. The politicians really don't care about anything. Decide themselves. Is a problem. Anyway, I am not opposed to creating solutions, just saying. I'm not just frustrated with the fact that any solution we come up with will inevitably get corrupted by evil people or people who don't care. which is insanely frustrating and annoying. Anyway, on this positive note, we'll end. Positive note. I could call it positive. This is the Delulu. Fake it till you make it. At least we have our first gay marriages. Oh yeah, but they are still not equal to actual marriage. Because apparently there is a difference between a document from a foreign country and document of your current country you live in. So there will be always a slight difference, but it's still a step in a good way, you know. It's something at least, yeah. Anything is better than nothing. Though definitely the government wasn't really keen on this. They really didn't want to do this. It really looks like their hand was forced, and they are annoyed that they were forced to accept this. Though I also saw a video about how the current system is handling this. Apparently, the recommendation of the Ministry of Cyber stuff advised people to only use the slots for men in those documents and leave the slots for women empty. But that poses a problem because the later parts of the document only let you insert the data of one of the husbands. So because there's no... you can't add the other husband in the places where the woman is usually filled in, the advice was to put the rest in adnotation. And I saw a video that was basically starting with a sentence, "I pronounce you husband," and adnotation. Because this is the reality of the system right now. It's still better than nothing. Those two grandpas that were together 50 years really needed this one. I am sure. They were probably living for those 50 years frustrated at this country. So they finally can be recognized. So that's good. I didn't even live that long and I am super frustrated with this country. So I can't even imagine how frustrated you must be after 50 years together. Anyway. Anyway, bye.